Hello everyone. So if you haven't seen my other previous two videos that I'll be uploading, then you will know by now that I am pregnant with number 2. In this video, what I'm going to basically do is just do a summary of weeks, well, pretty much from when I found out to where I am now. Today I'm 12 and 6, so tomorrow I'll be 13 weeks. And basically my idea is to do a summary video up until now and then do obviously weekly videos from then. With Freddie's pregnancy, I didn't start my videos until I was 20 weeks, so it was quite late. And with this pregnancy, obviously because this video won't be going up until we've told all our family, and we wanted to wait until the 12-week scan to find out that everything was okay, which it is. So I'll get started and just kind of give you a summary of what's happened so far. Basically, today is let me just check. Today is the 26th of June, 2013. And like I said, I am 12 weeks and 6 days today. I found out the first pregnancy test I took was on the 25th of April. It was a first response, and here is the test. You could just see the line there. So that was my first test, and I filmed the results of that, which I will have uploaded before this one. And honestly, my feelings on that day, I was just amazed. Obviously, I didn't broadcast it before, but I'd had some weird cycles and it was just all over the place. I don't know what was going on really. I felt a bit, I wrote down in my book, pretty much what I've done is I've written down every week, obviously, I've written down my symptoms and things up until now, just so I wouldn't have forgotten and there's things to talk about in this video. So that was the 25th of April. The 26th of April, I used another first response, and there is my line from that. A lot clearer then. So here's the 25th on the top. Ooh. There. So it's getting a lot darker, and I was getting like, I was obviously, because the first one, Matt was sort of like, no, I don't really see a line, even though there was blatantly a second line. He was like, no, I don't think so, sort of thing, you know, I don't want you getting upset and things like that. So after the 26th, the next day, took another one, and obviously again an even darker line. So yeah, I was pregnant, no doubt about it really, and I was just ecstatic. I'm keeping these because these are going in my sort of memory box, things like that. On the 30th I took another one, positive. That was just a cheap one. And I also took, let me just see, on the 26th I took a Clearblue Digital, and that said 1 to 2 weeks pregnant, which is 3 to 4 weeks. And then I did another one on the 29th, which another Clearblue Digital on the 29th, which said obviously pregnant again, 2 to 3 weeks, which meant I was 4 to 5 weeks pregnant. So that reassured me definitely. I'd never ever done a Clearblue, and I'd never used a first response. There. So happy with the tests. Got the result that I wanted, and obviously we were scared, but we're just, you know, really happy. So I'm just going to run over the summary really of like my symptoms over the weeks. With Freddie's pregnancy and the first pregnancy I had, I suffered really badly from hyperemesis sickness, as in to the extent where I was hospitalised. The first pregnancy didn't, obviously, it only went to 11.5 weeks. And then with Freddie's, the sickness lasted like well into the second trimester. And even then it didn't ever really go away. I was still had the odd bad day, and then when I was in labour I was sick throughout labour. So with this pregnancy I was absolutely petrified. We didn't have I didn't have the sickness, so to begin with, so I was straight away, I was like, okay, something is definitely wrong, because I'd only ever known the sickness to be linked with pregnancy. So I was like, you know, something's not right. I didn't have any other symptoms at that point, and I was just petrified. I've written down in weeks 3 to 4 symptoms that I had achiness, needing to urinate more often, backache. Oh, the backache was horrible. Slight headaches, and spots, and the spots still haven't gone away. I'm obviously wearing makeup, but it's just awful. Tingly / stinging nipples. My breasts aren't very sensitive, so to get that is obviously a change. A lot more creamier CM, or cervical mucus if you don't know what that means. Irritable, tired, slight trouble sleeping, dry lips for some reason. Don't know why, but yeah, I had a really, it was only my bottom lip. It was just really dry, like weird, and a nasty taste in my mouth. It's never been metallic, but it's just been, even brushing my teeth, it just wouldn't go away, and it was just like, just awful. So that was weeks 3 to 4. Week 5 to 6, I still had the nasty taste in my mouth, still the frequent urination, bloatingness started. I had a cold, so I had like a blocked nose, sneezing, achiness was just obviously doubled, because, you know, what do you get when you have a cold? The headaches still there. I had my first blood test, because I obviously have hypothyroidism, so I had to have my first blood test, and I actually fainted at that blood test. They weren't able to take my blood. She couldn't find my vein, the C nurse, and then just kept rooting around, and I just blacked out, and yeah, so that was gone. Now this was the week 6, was when my sickness started. Excuse me. So I was sick on the Wednesday and the Thursday, but it was only once a day. So once in the morning on the Wednesday and once again on the Thursday. So still, it was like, obviously nothing. I thought it was just maybe something I ate, or the cold, or whatever, or fatigue. But anyway, so fatigue, oh, this time around the fatigue has been horrible. I'm not sure whether that's because I'm tired anyway, because I have a toddler, a hyperactive toddler at that. He's going to be 2 on July 10th. Worse spots. My spots were getting worse, and obviously the fatigue. And at that point, was craving anything salty. So like, you know, tortilla chips, those like plain ones of those. Salt and vinegar McCoys. Like roast potatoes, like salty roast potatoes, raw carrots. I've put Coca-Cola and not Pepsi, which I usually prefer Pepsi. And I've been having the odd, you know, full fat Coke. I've usually been having Pepsi Max or Coke Zero. So yeah, at that week, those 2 weeks, I couldn't have anything diet. It just, oh, just disgusting. And I have everything laid out, but I will get it out. Where is it? Is it not here? It's not up there. I'll have to show you on my phone then. Because I went to the doctors, the end of week 6, I went to the doctors and I was just like, you know, something's not right. I'm not getting the proper symptoms and I want to go and get a scan done. So I went to have the scan done, and here is the picture. Sorry, it's just on my phone. So, yep. You can't really make it out, but there's the baby. Just the one, thank the Lord. But yeah, that just confirmed that everything is okay. We saw beating heart and everything was where it should be. So week 7 to 8, the nausea and sickness continued mildly. Spots were still bad. My boobs felt more full, and the tender nipples were still there. Frequent urination. My results from my thyroid blood test came back great, fine. At that scan, they had put me at 7 weeks and 2 days, which was my weeks turn over on Thursdays, and from that scan, it meant that I was put back Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was put back 4 days because the baby was measuring behind. Which they said it was fine, and at my 12-week scan it would give me my exact due date. I got booked in with the midwife, which was fine. The nasty taste in my mouth still. I got slightly sunburnt on my shoulders, my chest and my face, but that didn't affect anything. And my sensitive gag reflex came back with a vengeance. Toothbrush, oh no. Anything, you know when you put something in your mouth, just to like hold it for a second, if you put like a pen or a card or, you know, just something, just anything in my mouth is just a no-go. I have the really most sensitive gag reflex going. It's horrible, and that came back. So following that, I had to go back to the doctors because my sickness, in week 9, sickness just went boom. And I was like, what? So I went to the doctors and I got prescribed cyclizine anti-sickness tablets, and I can tell you now that I've only been having the odd one. On the worst day I've had to use them, I've only had 2. You could have a maximum of 3 a day, and I've only had 2 on one day, and that's been, you know, really, really good. I'm so thankful that this time it's been okay, because I just don't know how I would cope. That was the majority reason why we didn't get pregnant so quickly, because I was petrified of being pregnant. If anyone's been through hyperemesis, then you'll understand. I was just petrified of being pregnant again, because I absolutely hated pregnancy with Freddie, and obviously the last baby which we lost. So weeks 9 and 10 symptoms: sickness, fatigue, sensitive to smells. I started having to use Rennies. Obviously had my booking in appointment, and the sensitive gag reflex still. No sex drive whatsoever, and that is still to date. Tummy pain slightly after eating. Spots were slightly better that week. Bladder still needing to go a lot, and I did the red cabbage and baking powder test, which I will upload soon. I've got that all filmed. I did that all. Weeks 11 to 12, so that's taking me up to, obviously, currently. Sickness on and off, managing with tablets. Spots not improving, they were just getting worse. My hair getting greasier quicker. I had my booking in bloods done because I wasn't able to get them done at my booking in appointment. So I had my booking in bloods done. Met my my midwife that I'm going to be having for the rest of the pregnancy, unless we move, fingers crossed. I was offered the whooping cough injection, which I obviously need to go into more detail about. Fatigue. And we had our scan. We had the scan at 12 weeks and 4 days. So we had the scan on Monday. And baby is fine. Baby was measuring right on the due date. And the due date for this baby is the 2nd of January 2014. So that is really exciting. I'm praying that I don't have this baby in December. With Freddie, I went into labour on my due date, and he was born 3 minutes past his due date. So I was technically 40 weeks and 1 day. So, but anyway, so I have no idea whether I'll go early, whether I'll go over, but I would like to have a 2014 baby. So here are the pictures from the scan. The baby obviously was 12 weeks and 4 days, and I only got 3 pictures, which I'm actually really gutted about, but the baby was moving so much. It was the complete difference to how the scan went with Freddie. Freddie was asleep in his scan and didn't really move, but this baby literally was moving so much that she had trouble measuring the fluid on the back of the neck. So here is baby. Obviously there are the legs and the hand over here, the face, the neck and the back. This photo is of the baby waving, and here is the hand and the fingers, and then the body here. And then this one is just of the face, and then the nose you can see and the neck. And I wanted to show you, see if I can hold it up, but this bottom one is Freddie at 12 weeks. There you go. And this one is of the new baby. So there we go. Very, very similar. So yeah. And I have literally, as of today, so that's why I'm wearing the same clothes, I did the IntelliGender test today. So I know the results of that, and I've posted a separate video, or filmed a separate video, which I'll be posting obviously as well. So I've got this video, the red cabbage test results, the baking powder test results, and the IntelliGender. Baby buys, I've only bought, so far I've only bought, I've only got the label here. It's the Mum to Be from Mothercare, which is obviously the baby shop from the UK. I got a maternity bra because my bras were just so small, ridiculously small. I've gone from a 36, was it a 36C or D or something like that, and I'm now a 40 double D/E, which is crazy, and I hate having a large chest, but yeah. So as of tomorrow, 13 weeks. I'm really, really pleased. Everything's been going fine so far. Sickness, fingers crossed, has been really, really, really good. I will get the results soon for my Down syndrome test. I am taking Pregnacare for my supplements. And I've heard the baby's heartbeat. I'm using obviously the Angel Sounds heartbeat monitor, which I've got with Freddie, and I found the heartbeat last week. I've only found it once, but the baby is obviously still really small. But yeah, the heartbeat is, it's just listening to that, it's just, oh, it's so amazing. But yeah, I think that's everything. And I will show you my stomach. It's not pretty, just to warn you, it's not nice. I don't think I'm showing. In fact, I know that I'm not showing. So I will stand back for you to see. So this is me now. I don't know what my weight is. I know it's around 12 and a half, 13 stone. So yeah, I am already, I was already a stone and a half lighter this time around than when I was at my booking appointment with Freddie. So that's a lot better. So yeah, my stomach. This is the scar from my gallbladder surgery, which I'm a bit worried about. But yeah, so here's me at 12 weeks and 6 days. It's not pretty, so don't get excited. Yeah, so that's with the top on. This is the maternity top, so yeah. So that's it. I'm sorry this was a long one. This will be obviously, this is going to be long for a reason to catch up and everything. If there's anything I've left out, then let me know. And I'm just really excited. I'm excited for Freddie to have a sibling. He will be just literally like a month short of 2.5 when this baby's born. So I know he's going to be a fantastic big brother. And yeah, so if anyone has any questions or comments, then let me know and I will see you all soon. Thanks guys, bye.